Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the summary of, well, my 3 hours and a half video. Basically, where I tell you I was falsely banned. Now, I know you guys are on here because, believe it or not, you guys are like me and you're lazy. Unless you actually came in from my YouTube channel where I was like promoting this like crazy. But most of y'all was probably here because, believe it or not, we all are lazy. And I know you guys don't want to watch the 3 hours and a half. I mean, the only difference between this one versus the other one is that this one is just going to be basically summarizing and talking about the entire thing, while the other one has like clips and evidence to back up my statements I'd be talking about. And actually, in the description, unlike the other video, this one there will be games down there in the description. So, like, for example, the game I'm playing right now, you see it in the background. If you want to know what this game is about and you want to play it, you could just simply, go in the description and see what this game is about. Because, believe it or not, it's actually a really fun game. So, yeah. So, basically, to summarize this part, this segment, the game that you see in the background, basically, I was just simply out here giving warnings to people because, believe it or not, on my Roblox account, because believe it or not, I'm actually gonna post this on both channels again as well. So on my main channel, my main Roblox channel, is kid friendly, so I can't really swear or anything. If I do swear, I have to like censor and stuff. But on the video, I said, oh, there's gonna be some swearing, some sensitive topics and stuff. Just giving warnings with the video. So that's kind of basically what this segment is. Like, for example, this segment is just basically the intro summarizing the entire video. I think you guys get the concept now, where the background, the gameplay is a different segment. And you can actually like look at it in the description or also time skip. I mean, I'm gonna add like these two together and call it the intro, but the base of the time skip is going along with like what I was talking about in the video. So yeah, um, everything will be in the description, and I'm planning on doing like multiple things. Like for example, I have like the savetrashyzay outfit, like the OG, but I'm also planning on making like another like a basically a Roblox group that you guys can join. And not only that, but also planning on making like a Roblox game that I want to make for a while. I just don't know if you guys will want to play it or if you get like popular or something. So like make sure you read the description, not only on this video but the other video. The description will give out a lot of information, but also the video itself will also give out a lot of information. But yeah, I've been yapping for way too long because, this will be a quick summary of everything, and I've just been yapping. So let's stop with yapping and let's get into the video. All right, so for this segment, basically, what ended up happening is that Tony was out here, basically was making jokes at first for like the first month, and this is like 3 months before the incident happened. So like the first month, he was out here making jokes that me and Lemon was like together because we were always hanging out every single day. Me and Lemon was like best friends. And then the second month is when a whole bunch of people start joining in. They start saying like, "Oh yeah, no, you guys would make a cute couple. You guys would make a great couple," and stuff, and start joking around, saying stuff like that. And then the third month, aka the last month before the controversy that started, basically, Tony was out here was getting a bit angry because he was a jealous man that he had a crush on Lemony Lime, when Lemony Lime saying that he was 13 about to be 14 and I was 15. So yeah. And the thing is that Tony had crushed on several people, which we're gonna be talking about in this video, and all of them is minors, not adults. And also he lied about his age, but yeah, I'll talk about that a bit later. So during this segment, I was just talking about how me and Tony used to be friends, and then his jealous got best of him, and he started making up like rumors that I was out here dating Lemon Lime, and well, that's what we got for this segment. Let's go on to the next game. For this segment, basically what ended up happening is that me, Brooklyn, and Lemon was getting sick and tired of Tony's BS. Like I hear like attacking me, Lemon for no reason. Even though Lemon has a boyfriend at the time, but it was not me, it was somebody else. And everybody kept it secret. And Brooklyn was also single. She wasn't dating anyone. So the fact that this guy was being annoying, it was like, oh yeah, no, Trashy's dating Lemon, Trashy's dating Lemon. So we're just gonna do like a little prank, and to summarize the prank is basically I was gonna act like I was dating Brooklyn and Lemon Lines at the same time. We were gonna do it for like at least like 7 days, and on the seventh day, the prank was that I was supposed to act like like I was in the air with either Brooklyn or Lemon, but in this scenario we're just gonna say Brooklyn. I was up in the air with Brooklyn, and then I was gonna say like this is gonna be like the sixth day we do this on. Is I'll go up with Brooklyn, and I was gonna say like saying like, "Oh, I love you" and stuff like that, and have like Tony like aware that I'm dating Brooklyn and stuff, whatever. And then that was gonna happen, and then next and later, on the seventh day, Brooklyn is gonna be like, "Oh, Treasury's been acting weird all day," and then that's when like Tony's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, he's been too clingy with Lemon Lime and talking Lemon Lime," and then I was up in the air, and that's when Brooklyn would probably message me and be like, Hey Zay, so we are listening to you. Ready? And then that's where I start giving the signs to Lemon. I'd be like, thank you for spending time with me, Lemon. I love you and stuff like that. And that's when we have a whole fake scene where like we're gonna like fight for the entire day, and we're gonna have a fight. And then the next day we're supposed to act like it's Tony's fault. Like, oh Tony, it's your effing fault for doing this. It's your fault for all this and stuff, right? But during the time, Tony didn't even think about me. Brooklyn was dating. Instead, he was thinking about me and Lemline for the entire time. And the prank would have worked if Brooklyn didn't slip up during the beginning, all because Lemline didn't understand at all. Like Brooklyn, you should have done a better job explaining what the prank was, but no, you had to go expose the prank early. So yeah, and like Tony was getting beyond pissed off, whatever. And then like even like after 7 weeks, when like because we revealed like to Tony like it was just a prank and stuff. Even after it was gone, Tony still didn't care and was still telling people that I was dating Lemline. Lemline was like 9 years old and stuff. Even though this guy literally had a crush on Lemline, Brooklyn, Bella, and so much other people. But yeah, so that was going on with this segment. Now let's go on to another segment. Also, for this segment, I was just calling out Tony, how Tony's out here dating ALLIE, even though ALLIE's 10 years old. And the fact that this guy's out here claiming to be 17 years old, which he's not 17 years old. And then, like, later on, basically, he proceeds to expose himself for being 21 years old, even though that's not his real age either. But yeah, and he was out here dating ALLIE, was like out here calling her like mommy and stuff, being highly sexual. The first month was actually them dating, but then they ended up breaking up, and they never really talked whatever in a while. And then afterwards, later on, they ended up start dating again for a month, and then afterwards they ended up like during that month, ALLIE was out here getting forced by Tony to see the faces. Like, oh yeah, I'll show you my face if you show me your face and stuff. And it's like forcing ALLIE to like post her face on TikTok, which she did. And then Tony's being all creepy, calling her beautiful and everything, making her feel uncomfortable. So, and then that's when it got a little too out of hand, and Tony got some some information on ALLIE, and ALLIE wanted to break up or whatever. And Tony's like, yeah, no, you're gonna be with me, or this is gonna happen and stuff. And was basically out here forcing ALLIE to date. And then like just skipping the timeline because like they ended breaking up, whatever. Skipping to like the timeline, like after my account was banned. Basically, they didn't get back together again. I don't know why, and it only lasted a month. So keep in mind, Tony dated ALLIE 3 times while she was 10 years old. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. And actually, a fun little fact, but we didn't really know Tony's actual age until after my account was banned. Right since my account was banned, like at least like in the timeline, like 2 months or 3 months after my account was banned, Tony's age got exposed, and he's 38 years old. So a 38-year-old was being sexual to a 10-year-old and stuff, and was doing things to her in like Roblox, having like e-sex and so much other stuff. Which we will talk about that again later on, believe it or not. But yeah, um, ALLIE is just like one big part of the video, so we just have to put this segment in there just for her, so she's gonna be a big part of the video as well. Now let's go on to the next segment, into the next game. Alright, so next segment is basically just telling you how he spread the rumors. And actually, before I started explaining everything to myself, I just wanted to say that Tony was the only one that was complaining, saying how me and Lon was together, and he's the only one complaining like a B word. Meanwhile, everyone else was very supportive, like for example, Jay, Brooklyn, Bella, the old friend group. Like everyone was like very supportive. They were all okay with me and Lon if we were together. When we're not. But yeah, they're out here saying like, oh yeah, no, they look great, they look cute together and stuff like that. They were making a great couple and stuff. Like they were like okay with it. Like I said, the only person that complained about it was Tony himself. He was literally the only person complaining. And then he was out here starting rumors that I was out here dating Lemon Lime, which then later on he proceeded to start saying like I was out here supposedly like there's two rumors that he made up. Like the first rumor, which I told in a video, and basically it was out here that I was dating Lemon Lime and stuff, whatever, and I was apparently being just sexual to the kids and stuff and trying to ask for photos. I'll try to say that one word, but I can't say it right now, so I'll put it on the screen if I know how to say it. Seductive. I don't know how to say the word. Even now, I just screwed it up. But let's get back to the video. So yeah, basically I was getting like sexual, and I was getting like 18 plus photos of like little kids and stuff. I was like, that's not true. And then and then another rumor that he made up, which I didn't put in the video, which I should have. He was out here telling people that I was out here cheating on lemon lime, which I did put it in the couple of videos, like in the description. All right, so for this one, I'm not gonna put the game in the description. It's literally just called Everything Tycoon. I'll put it on the screen so if you guys want to check it out, you guys can. But basically, there's like a couple things I forgot to put on every single video, even the playlist. But during the time, Tony was out here lying to Cam and Earl, saying that I was out here cheating on Lemon Lime, and that also I was out here, dating Lemon Lime when she was 9, and so much other stuff. So let's go over it one by one. So firstly, about the cheating thing, I told him the story how with my first ever girlfriend, Darling, and how she broke up with me because she thought I was cheating on her when it's not true, and Tony used that against me and said that I was cheating on Lemon Lime at that time, even though I wasn't dating her and she was dating some other guy. And then the next thing later is that later on, he was proceeded to start, start getting a bit like annoying, and he started telling me, he's like, "Hey, yo," and find out that I was bi, which I like both genders, and I even told him that too. So I told him when he started talking, he said like, "What's your type and stuff?" I said, "I don't really have a type." He's like, "Really, you don't?" He was like, "Yeah, I just have to be like nice, kind, and respectful. You also have to like be loyal and stuff like that." And then his mom was like, "Well, what are you?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Are you gay? Are you straight? What are you?" I told him, "Oh, I like boys and girls." And he took my words and he switched up and said that I like little boys and little girls when I didn't say any of that. I should have said I like male and female, but whatever. Anyway, so that's what ended up happening. And the thing is, when Tony was first telling like everyone else that I was dating Lemline, low key, Cam didn't really care. Cam was like also supportive of me and Lemline being together. She was like thinking it was like alright, cool. Until she heard that Lemline was 9 years old, and then that's when she started attacking me. Which, speaking of which, let's go on to the next subject, shall we? So after Cam hearing all the rumors of me cheating on Lemline, that Lemline was 9 years old and stuff, she didn't like that because of the fact that she thinks I was a creep and that I'm out here cheating on her best friend Lemline. So he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna have this, whatever. Let's go attack Zay." And he started attacking me. Let's go buy radio because if you don't know at the time, and I think he used to do this to this day, I haven't been on Neighbors in so long. But basically, on when you buy a radio, it'll connect to every single house, meaning that the whole server can hear you, basically. And she was out here telling people to like report me that I'm some kind of random pred, that I was dating little kids and stuff, whatever. And she was getting beyond angry, whatever, in effect. And her boyfriend, Drew, keep that name in mind because I'm gonna mention his name in like a minute or two from now. But yeah, Drew is out here, told Cam, like, "Yo, baby, please let him talk. Like, let him talk, whatever." And Drew's like, "Listen to me. I had to go lie and get like one of my exes named Natalie, whatever. We're still friends to this day." But basically, I had to go use her voice line when we was together for only a week. When I was dating her, she was like ex at that time because like I said, I was single, and I say again multiple times at the time I was single, and Tony's out here saying I was dating Lemon. So I go use up the old voice message that I have gotten that is saved, and I go play it through the microphone to Drew, and then Drew's like, "Whoa, wait, who is that? That's not Brooklyn. That's not Lemon Lime." And that's when Drew starts to realize is like, oh well, maybe Trashy isn't dating Lemon Lime or Brooklyn or anyone else. So then that's when Drew started talking to Cam and sell things, and Cam was okay with me and was fine. But then later on, Tony ended up like finding out that I was bi, mainly because I told him, and he twisted that against me. He was out here saying that I like little boys and girls, even though that's not what I said at all. I just told him that I like boys and girls. I like both genders. So yeah, and the fact that he was out here saying to people that I like little boys and girls makes it worse. And then the thing is that if you know me a little bit, you know me very well. I'm the type of person that, and you can go check out my past live streams if you're on Twitch, whatever, or maybe even YouTube. I don't know if I live stream on YouTube. I can't remember. But basically, what I would say all the time is I'll call like girls, like for example, like, "Oh, beautiful, cutie pie, sweetheart," stuff like that. Or when it comes to guys, I'll call them like, "Oh, yo, what's up, handsome? How's your day going? Sexy, stunning," and just so much other names. So that, I was like, "Hey, they're good looking. How's your day going?" That's just a thing. That's like what I normally do. That's just how I am. And during the time, I was hanging out with Drew, talking to Drew. So I told Drew, I was like, "Hey there, handsome, how's your day going?" And he's like, "Nothing much, handsome, how's your day going?" And we were like talking like it was just normal. And I guess Cam heard that. I was getting pissed off because Drew's calling me handsome stuff, but refused to call Tony and Jay handsome. And then the fact that Drew never complimented Cam and never said that was beautiful, which in my opinion is a skill issue. I mean, it seems like a relationship problem that needs to be fixed right there and then. But yeah, and Drew was like, okay, babe, whoa, it's just a name. Chill out. You're taking it a little too far. And that's when Cam was like, oh, if you ever talk to my man and stuff like that, I was getting angry. And I keep trying to tell Cam, I was like, yo, Cam, no disrespect, but I don't want your boyfriend. You can have him. I don't care. And like she was out here be like pissed off with me because well she's saying I like D and at. I mean she was like literally gets to the point to where she's being like homophobic, which you can see in this video, and got to the point to where she has literally got one of my videos age restricted, so I couldn't even put it in the I couldn't even put the video into the 3 hour and a half video because it was so bad. Like she said the most craziest out of pocket stuff, and so I couldn't even post it on to that 3 hour and a half. And the thing is, I tried censoring it multiple times. Like I did multiple posts. I tried censoring it, but I don't know why I continued age restricted. Like the amount of censoring I did, and it was still age restricted to me every single time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened, but it keeps age restricting me. So I decided, I'm not even gonna try to put this in a video. I'm just gonna keep that out. Like it was like beyond bad. So yeah. After a while, it ended up going down, and Cam just, was like telling me he's like, just don't talk to Drew and also get away from me. And she didn't want to be friends with me at all. So yeah, there's that. Now let's go back to Tony because we're done with Cam for now. For this segment, I was just calling out Tony for all the things he's done. The irony, he's out here saying that I'm being a pedophile, being a weirdo and stuff. Meanwhile, he's out here literally dating a 7-year-old, getting freaky with a 7-year-old, and not only that, but also like with other minors. Keep in mind that every single person that I talked to, none of them was over 18. All of them was just kids. And the highest age was literally like, if I remember, it was either 16 or 15 years old. I can't remember that girl's age. But yeah, that was the highest one. And the fact that like that was the highest one is crazy. The fact that this guy's 38 years old out here flirting with a whole bunch of minors and being sexual. Not only that, but he was also masturbating with them too as well. And teach my daughter, 7 years old at the time, teaching her how to masturbate and was masturbating with her, which is a bit crazy in itself. And was being sexual online. I even during the time show like where two people that I interviewed with that happened to him, where even they admitted that Tony was out here forcing them to call him daddy and stuff, was like out here calling them mommy, was like masturbating and everything, and how both of them didn't want Tony to do this, and was like keep trying to tell Tony to like let go of me and don't touch me and stuff like that. But yeah, Tony's out here being like hypocritical, being like basically out here this just out here doing the things that he claimed I'm doing, even though he has no proof of me doing it. And it's just crazy to think how he's out here saying, "Oh, I'm doing these crimes while doing it at the exact same time." Like, bro, you have no room to talk. How you gonna be a pedophile and yet you out here accusing me of being a pred with no proof? Like that's just not only it's insane, but it's also stupid how he's doing that, and it's like pissing me off. Like he's out here making me look like a bad guy, even though I did do absolutely nothing. So yeah, and then while that was going on, okay, he was out here being very sexual and everything and being weird online with like little kids. He was doing things to little kids. And I was just exposing him for all the things that he was doing. And that, that he was out here just basically was being weird. Not only that, but he was like out here like forcing people to like get their like either their TikTok, their Snapchat, just wherever. And like he even tried to go on a date with this 13-year-old. I mean, he was literally out here lying about his age, saying that he was 17. So even if he really was 17, like it's still illegal in itself that this guy's out here asking a 13-year-old, by the way, to go on a date. So even if it was 17, that's like what, like, let's see, let me use my hands real quick because I'm dumb. Let's see, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, that's like literally 4 years. 4 years age gap. So it's still illegal age. Like this guy, like what the hell are you doing? Calling me a pedophile while you being a pedophile yourself, you creep, you weirdo. Oh, don't worry. I already made a video about him and he's no longer here. He's currently banned. He's gone. So good news, I guess. And actually, ever since I made that video and he's banned, I haven't heard of him. He hasn't came back ever since. So good news, I guess. I don't really know. Anyways, on to the next segment. Sorry for yapping too much. Alright, so basically in this segment, what ended up happening is that Tony is out here continuously lying about me, was saying that I was out here dating like little kids and stuff. Like for example, there's a girl that's named Ash. I mean, I literally was like, I joined Neighbors. She was the first girl I seen on the Neighbors game. And I joined Leonard's party, so I was like, oh yeah, if I skip, it means that my party leader skip. I joined somebody's party during the middle of the conversation. We talked for only like around like 5-10 minutes, whatever. It wasn't even like 20 minutes. It wasn't even like full day, nothing. Like we just talked for like 10 minutes, and then like I skipped, met her again, and she's talking about like how this like weird B9 guy she met like after Lil Mom skipped that was being weird to her, and that's when Tony's like, "Oh, this guy's a creep. This guy's a weirdo," and then he starts switching up. He's like, "Oh, wait, was this your girlfriend right here? How old is she?" And stuff like that. And I was like, "I don't know. I only met her like 10 minutes ago," and stuff like that. And then next and later, Tony is out here making it seem like I'm dating like every single person I meet. If you're a minor, like you're a little kid, I'm dating you supposedly. So yeah, and that's what he was saying. Like I was out here dating little boys and girls, and then Nat, which is one of our friends in the friend group. Now she didn't believe that I was dating Lemon at first. Like she immediately call out Tony with her BS. Like yo, he's not dating and whatever. But believe it or not, me and Brooklyn has a different way of hanging out with neighbors. I mean, so is my other friends. Like for example, I show images on there that like for example how me and KK hang out, how me and my homeboy Matt was hanging out. Even like imagine reading this. Like I show him how we hang out, whatever. And me Brooklyn has like one thing we do is like a lot and stuff, and well, Nat made it seem like I was out here dating Brooklyn, and after a while I had to like tell them like, oh, I'm not dating Brooklyn and stuff like that. Even Brooklyn's out here defending himself, saying I'm not dating Brooklyn. And then after a while, Nat goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not dating Brooklyn." So I was like, "Thank you. You're dating Lemon Lime. Excuse me. You guys are matching outfits," which I used that. I only had matching outfits because I was messing with Tony. Tony was out here being rude and disrespectful. So I thought, oh, I put that outfit on for rage bait. I was pissing him off on purpose. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, it's not like that." So we have a sign that says, "I love my girlfriend." I have that for every single person. Every time I match with the girls, I always have a sign that says, "Love my girlfriend." Same thing with guys. I will match outfits with them, and it has signs that says, "I love my boyfriend." That's just a thing that I do. Anyway, so that's when I was told, like, "Well, okay, no, that's not no." Like I was matching outfits with everyone else there. Now the only difference is that Limline was the first girl ever to match with, like where I took the avatar, we were like completely matching, but she wasn't like the first person I matched with. At the time, I was matching with my homeboy, basically imagining this, like it was identical. I mean, I'll put an image on the screen, you know. But yeah, see these two? These are like literally identical matches. We both were just matching, hanging out. We both were having fun. But yeah, anyways, so back to the point. So she was out here making it seem like I was dating Lemon Lime and almost made me lose my entire friend group because she was making like valid points, like how I was out here matching outfits with Lemon Lime that has signage to love my girlfriend, or the fact that I was out here, dating. I'm not dating. I was out here hanging out with Lemon Lime 24/7, even though me and Lemon Lime both love Neighbors. I mean, Neighbors is the games that we love playing. I mean, nowadays it's a bit different. I don't really like playing Neighbors no more because, well, one, I don't have my account, but two, anytime I play Neighbors and I get so invested into it, something always happens to where my account gets banned. So I just don't trust it no more. I don't want to lose my stuff again no more. So I just stopped playing it entirely. And basically while that was happening, she was out here continuously saying these things, whatever, and I also screwed myself over because during the time I said out loud that Lem Lam's not like a speaker, she's not very talkative, which I messed up on my part. What I meant to say is that during when like drama stuff happens, she doesn't like to speak. She doesn't like to speak at all, you know. Like whether if it's drama about her or even a couple times where me and Nissan was fighting, Lemma didn't say anything. She just kept quiet. Like when there's drama and fights going on, if she didn't start it, she would be quiet. But even if it has her name, like if there's fights going on and you bring up her name and stuff like that, or you start attacking her, she won't say anything. Like she's very talkative, but once there's fights going on, she will stay silent. She won't talk. So that's what I was trying to say at the time. But I messed it up and made it sound worse. So I made it seem like that me and Lila was dating when that's not true. So yeah, and after a while, Ghosty decided, oh no, I don't like this treatment that they've been doing. And Ghosty was actually out here like defending me as well. I was like, yo, back off, Tony, you don't know anything. And it was also told like Nissan and everyone else, all my friend group at the time, was telling them how that Nat was wrong and stuff, and started talking to them individually one by one and stuff. And she was also talking to me and asking me some of my questions, like was out during the time when their ass is like, "What do you mean by them on silent?" I explained to her like what I meant, and she explained it to them, and that's when they're like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Even he sounds like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to crash out on you, whatever." So I was like, "No, it's alright. I guess I was just being an idiot. I didn't know how to phrase things. I phrased it completely wrong." So yeah. That's what happened. Thanks to Ghosty. Ghosty, you're amazing for watching this. Thank you for helping me out. But yeah, she was actually the reason why we stopped this. And well, there's that. But now let's go to the last segment into this video, shall we? Alright, so for this one, this is Tony's victory, but the reason why is because Tony's out here, like, basically was spreading rumors about me, like, over and over and over. It got to the point where he was stalking me and Lemlime's accounts and would join us just to harass us. So if I was friends with Tony or not with Tony, because at the time, and I still do this to this day, where I would leave my joins on, so anyone can join me anytime. And I was live streaming too, so meaning that if I want to talk to my viewers, I can. Like one of my viewers wanted to like hop on, it's like, yo, he's live streaming on Twitch. Let me go stream snipe him real quick, and like can stream snipe me. And sometimes it does happen with Limelight. Sometimes they stream snipe me, like, yo, it's Zay, what's up, and stuff like that. But yeah, during the time when that was happening, Tony would join me and would start harassing me in Limelight. It got to the point to where he started going outside of Roblox and start stalking me on everything I am and find out about my secret TikTok account, just like Twitch, but the TikTok account is very secret. And he ended up finding out that one of my old videos I made a couple years ago, which, fun little fact, did you guys know that my mom goes to college? During the time my mom was in college and I was just like a little kid, and my mom couldn't have no one to babysit me at the time, so she took me to college with her, which I made a couple of videos on there, and he took that out of context and made it seem like I was like some random college kid talking to little kids on Roblox, dating little kids and doing some sexual things to little kids, and I was like, no, whoa, that did not happen at all. And he was trying to make it seem like I'm like some like bad person and stuff. He even got to the point where he would start stalking my friends list and start going to my friends and it was like telling them, hey yo, unfriend this guy, he's a creep, block him, he's out here dating kids and stuff like that. And like my friends had to go back and I was like, no, he's just a normal guy. He's not no predator and stuff. And it was just so bad. It was getting me like beyond angry, whatever, that Tony was out here making lies about me. And one thing led to another. He won. He got me banned. And then during the video, I also talked about how Tony was still stalking Lemon Lime, and the fact that he ended up finding like which account was mine, and was constantly, continuously like harassing me and Lemon of getting my accounts banned. Got my account like at least 10 to 15 accounts around there, then banned before Roblox decided to hardware ban my PC and my phone, which to this day I still wonder why Roblox did that. I mean, it pisses me off. I mean, it's not like I was playing games on my phone or anything. Like, all I was doing on my phone, it was just messaging my friends. Because sometimes my friends would ask, oh, can we hang out? Or can we play some of that? Or are you up? And I would be in town with my family, like, yo, I'm with my family right now. Can't talk or something. That's literally like what I do. I don't play on my phone or nothing. So the fact that that was happening, and then like realized that, oh yeah, let me just go let me just go hardware ban your phone real quick. So I can't even play Roblox on my phone if I want, even if I wanted to. I can't even make another account. I try to make another account, and it's like, oh, sorry, you hardware banned. You can't make another account. So yeah, that's what basically started happening. And he would like constantly just was stalking me and Lemon until I made a video about him, exposed like how he really is, how he's being sexual. And I even made like a whole video, which if you check out my other channel, I basically talk about every single illegal things he did, all the crimes he's done and everything. And I also like notify it off by in the corner of the video. I also talk about like how much he would theoretically have, like how much years and how much money you have, or if he has a death penalty or not. Just literally just check out the video. You can see all the crimes he has committed. That's that. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to say. If you make it to the end, thank you. And if you would, can you please at least start trying to watch the video? I don't mind if it's like you watch like an hour like daily or something. Just at least just watch a video. Please share it around. I just need you guys' help because believe it or not, people to this day are still calling me a pedophile, still sending me death threats and everything. They out here attacking like my family and everything due to this rumor. And that's actually the main reason why I made this video, not to get my account back. I mean, I would love to have my account back if you're watching Roblox, please, because you falsely banned me. But I'm mainly making this video because I want people to stop harassing me, stop reporting my accounts for no reason, and stop sending me death threats and everything. Even to the point where they send people to my house. I have to censor that. But yeah, I just want y'all all this hate to stop. But yeah, last thing before I start my outro, if you go in the description, not only I'm planning on making like a Roblox group for you guys, but I'm also planning on making clothing for you. I mean, I have like the OG clothing from like my other account, but from like everyone else that apparently Roblox is planning on doing clothes that has like the account that's terminated. And since my other account is like gone now, I think those clothes are about to disappear in the future. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing is that I'm gonna go. I mean, if it gets to the point, I could just like re-upload the clothes into and put into the group. But yeah, basically while that's happening, I'm gonna be basically getting new clothes, new merch, and everything. And you guys can like use that to like help me out, support your boy. You know, I mean, I was wrongfully accused of a crime that I didn't even do or commit, and it's just that I'm suffering consequences. I mean, literally, ever since that those days, I attempted suicide twice. I've been cutting myself and everything, left marks on my body and everything. And actually, as I speak right now, I still go to therapy. So yeah, would be nice if you guys start supporting me, whether if it's sending positive messages in the comments, whether if it's sharing this with your friends, you know, so you can get the word out, try to help me out. I mean, it is summer of 2026, so maybe you guys can like, you know, help me out, make my dreams come true and get my account back, you know, and also make it to where like y'all at least know like what's happening because this pedophile was out here accusing me of being a pedophile while he's being a pedophile himself. And ever since he's doing this, not only ruined my reputation, but it's also like messing with me physically and mentally. I mean, the lot of stuff that I've done to this. I mean, like the thing is that you can even ask like my friends and stuff, or even like my OG fans. I used to be this funny, laughable guy. Like I would like live stream every single day, make jokes and stuff. 'Cause that's who I am. I just like making people smile. I mean, that's literally my whole point. If you see my reaction channel or my main channel, where the profile themselves it says, "I'm only happy when you're happy," because that's the thing. I'm only happy when you're happy. Anyways, I'm just gonna end the video here because, like I said, I've been yapping way too much. I mean, this video is supposed to be like a summarized video, but I'm pretty sure I just made this video ironically at actually like 20 minutes. And I'll talk to you guys later, and like always, have an amazing day. Peace. Please check out my channel and share the video because it'll help out a lot.